Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to On Passive Spotlight with Susie McCrea and Julie Nguyen. And today we have a beautiful guest here with you. My name is Julie. I'm coming to you from Orange County, California. Today it's Wednesday, August 24th, 2022. Susie, if you could please say hello to everybody.
Well, hello, everybody. As the summer is winding down where I live in Massachusetts in the United States, we are fire, fire, fire tonight because we have a beautiful founder with us today who, the moment I met her, I knew that she was a diamond in the rough and that we needed to get her on Spotlight so that other founders could see what a great person she is. And Nagma, we're so happy you're joining us. And you know, it's 5 a.m. her time in India. And I told her before we started, you look fantastic at 5 a.m. I don't know, no matter how hard I would try, girls, I don't know if I could look like that. So we'd like to welcome you. As you know, on Spotlight, like what we like to do is we find a founder that maybe not a lot of people know about so that we can spotlight them and talk to them a little bit and see the different aspects of their life and the things that they do to help other founders. And then after that, we're going to have a helpful tip. Today's tip is about hydration. I'm going to talk about that. And then we're going to end with what would you rather choose? And we're going to put Nagma in the hot seat so that she has to make a choice of something. So don't worry. We'll be kind to you, Nagma. And thank you so much for joining us. So Julie, let's get it going.
Absolutely. Nagma, it's such a pleasure for you to be here with us. And it's such a pleasure for me to actually sitting here interviewing you, asking you questions as well. I know you have done a lot of interview with other founders around the world. And I like to find out from you, when did you become a non-passive founder?
First of all, I just want to say hello to everyone. I'm Nagma Tabassum from Delhi, India. And I joined On Passive in 2020. It's been 2 years since I have joined On Passive.
Beautiful. You have really enjoying talking to a lot of founders through your YouTube channel. What was your experience with On Passive like?
I'm just enjoying On Passive, enjoying whatever I'm doing here. I have a YouTube channel. I just started my YouTube channel before approx 4 months ago. And now, because of On Passive, I just have a good count of subscribers there. And I'm just learning a lot from each and every founder. I'm just doing the interviews with national and international leaders also, and learning a lot, enjoying a lot. And I have done with the Susie ma'am also. And that interview was just amazing for me. I just enjoyed a lot. The main factor, FUN, there was fun in that interview.
And I have to say, you're very humble. Like a lot of founders we know and love are humble. You reached out to me and you were so kind and you were so polite. And I'm like, who is this person reaching out to me? And I said, she's just so charming and delightful. I said, I want to do that interview with you because it was just, I found you so interesting. And I have to say, Julie and Nagma, when I was on the interview, I had questions beforehand, which I could kind of think about. You ran the interview so well, but it was structured, but it also, we kind of went with the flow. We laughed a lot. We had a good time. And I just feel very, very fortunate, like I do with a lot of founders around the globe, all of us getting to meet people from different countries and different cultures. And you were just a treasure. And I told some of the other leaders, I said, if she reaches out to you, you want to do an interview with her because she made it FUN, fun and comfortable. So thank you for that. That's what we love about you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Ma'am. She calls me ma'am. Do I look like a ma'am? I guess so. You're so polite.
She is so
I'm a
beautiful.
I'm student in front of you. That's why I call you ma'am.
That's
You know,
okay.
Susie, you're so right. She's so beautiful, so humble, so polite. And the best part, a little bit, because I asked you questions through our text messages, I said, just tell me a little bit about you. And the things that you put on there is, my dream is to help other people. So if you please expand on that a little bit for us?
Yes. As I was teaching in a central school, but because of my daughter, I'm happily married and I have a 3-year-old daughter also. So because of her and the time issues, I just left my job. And then I was just want to tell all of the viewers from the starting. I just married to a person who is a businessman, but I belong to a family where everyone is in armed forces. I just don't know about MLM and all. But he was doing MLM, he was doing crypto trading. So when I was just got married, he lose a huge amount in a company, any MLM company. I just warned him, don't do this again. I just don't want any type of this company here. And after 8 months, he again started doing an MLM, and we just lose a huge amount, almost everything, after 3 years of our marriage. Then one day we were on a trip to somewhere, and one of his friend again called him and told him about on passive. And I was just like, don't listen him. I just don't want to do anything like this. Don't dare to listen him. But then he was just insisting me, telling me it is not MLM, it is a plan. Whatever we want to do, we can just do it through very easily. We are going to achieve our goals. We are going to help others because we have a plan. We want to just start a kitchen to feed poor, and we just want to help the poor girls to arrange her marriages and all. And after that, I just say, okay, but I'm not interested in this. I'm not going to say yes to you to do this. Then after that, he just registered there and he opened my account also the next day. And again, we were in a trip to Bangalore. He asked me, do you want to go on passive office? Minika, which office? That company's office. I was telling you about that. Minika, okay, we were here, we can just go there. So we just went Hyderabad. We took a metro. And in that metro, we found an employee of On Passive. The On Passive was written on his t-shirt. And he said me, go and you have a conversation with him. Go, okay. And I just went to him and I asked his name and few questions. And I got impressed from him. Then when we reached there in the office, there was a celebration going on. Ash was just Ash was just deciding to give 3 cars to his employees. There were 3 brand new cars there. And the refreshment was also the distribution of refreshment was also going on there. We received the refreshment and we just talked to the founders also. There were many founders. And we just talked to the employees also. Then he said me, now what's your opinion? What do you want to say about this? Yeah, it is genuine. Now I can say that we are on a right platform and at a right time also. And from that day, we were just engaging in this company and we made a little bit team also, alhamdulillah. And just before 4 months, he asked me to, why you should not open your YouTube channel? You have a good voice and all. Then I started my YouTube channel and now it's all here in front of you. I'm just conducting interviews of national and international leaders. And recently I have done with Jeffrey Morlock sir. And I just can't express in my words how he was amazing. And I just can't express my feelings in words right now. That's all from.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow, that is so amazing. Your start coming from where you are telling us the journey, and then you just rise above because you forgot about everything, all the failures that you and your family, your husband had gone through, but you rise above out of it. And now you're the diamond of Unpassive. That is so amazing. That is
Yes.
really amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing how we have so many wonderful founders across the globe who are part of On Passive, that there are a lot of people that may have had struggles in other companies. There's also people who have never been in other companies, but they have been enlightened with the vision of Ash Mufareh, our CEO, to jump on board. And what I love is that the variety, the spice of life that we all have here, that we're all very different, and that we have a CEO that really focuses us on being who we are, to focus on our strengths, manage around our weaknesses, be ourselves. And it's just great that even though there may have been some tough times with other businesses you or your husband were in, you saw the vision of On Passive like a lot of people. And we are getting so close to launching our products and services to the public. I mean, how exciting is that? I mean, just think about the legacy you're going to have for your 3-year-old daughter. How does that make you feel, knowing that you are going to be okay, as we say, total freedom, which is time and money freedom. But what does that do for you and your family and your daughter at this point? What kind of things are you dreaming about?
First of all, we have a planning. We are just planning to start a kitchen for poors, and there are some relatives also, some girls. Actually, I want to say that approx 6 girls, they lose their parents, and we just want to help in their marriages. So we were just deciding for that also. And we just want to do khidmat-e-khalq. Khidmat-e-khalq is an Urdu word. It means to help others. And in any way, we just want to help others. If anyone come to us and ask us about help, okay, I'm ready. What do you want? If he is genuine and he really want the help, okay, just tell me your problem. We are always ready for you.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Julie, did you have any other questions?
You know what? I really want to sneak in this questions, right?
Okay, go for it.
Nagma has told us about her experience at our office in Hyderabad when there was an event there when Ash gave away 3 cars and there was refreshments and how did you feel at that time being close to our tech teams, in that building in Hyderabad? Tell us a little bit about that.
Before that, I was negative about it. But when I met the employee in Metro, and when I saw the 3 cars are distributing to the employees, it means the CEO has a courage, really. The 3 brand new cars, the big cars, the SUVs, and their refreshment was also for the founders who are just coming from the other states, also other cities also. We were all outside the office. We don't get the opportunity to get inside, but they were just humble. The guards were there. They were also humble. They were just asking us, what do you want, ma'am? What do you want for your kid? You want water? You want this one? Wow. So I got impressed with that also. Then someone from the founders, he came in front of me, and my husband just say, sir, kindly explain her about this. She is not interested in it. And he explained me each and everything about this. Then I got some points, some clues, and I was saying that, okay, first time you have done something right, I think.
Oh, that is
each and everything. I can't even say here now. I have lost everything within the 3 years of our marriage.
Right.
And that just like a scary thing for me. I don't want to lose anything else now from that time. But now I feel, yes, we are on the right platform and we are going to change our personality from here. We are going to achieve our goals from here. We will just develop our personality. We can help others. Now we can stand in front of others and say, yes, tell me what you want. Is there anything you need? Okay, I will help you. I'm with you. Now I can say that. But before this, we just lose our hope. But On Passive is really a beacon of hope.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that is, I think, going to be a wonderful feeling. And I know Ash Mufareh, our CEO, always talks about that feeling of giving back is something that is more valuable and powerful than having all of these belongings or and all this money, you know, being able to give back and help. That's just wonderful. So Julie, do you want to go? Should I start my healthy tip? Okay.
You know what? We can sit here and talk to Nagma.
Oh, forever.
hours.
We could talk to you forever, but we like to keep it about a half an hour.
That's right.
Even though we don't like an agenda and we kind of wing it. So what Julie and I have been doing on Spotlight is talking a little bit to the founders about maybe some helpful, healthy tips or some things we can do. We've talked, my sister Tish was on, we talked about stress and sleep. We've talked about distractions and how that can really, you know, wreak havoc. Last week, I talked about if you give a project too much time, it takes that much time to finish it and it can add stress. But what I'm going to talk about today is something that a lot of people probably already know, and that's okay. Or some of you may learn something new today, okay? So we're talking about hydration and why it's so important. And there goes Julie. Yep. Have a little drink of water.
I know we got to.
I have some cucumber in my water. But hydration is important and people know that. You know, your body is made up of such a high percentage of water. And what happens when you're not drinking enough water and you're not hydrating? There's a couple of things that can happen. Number one, your blood sugar can get all screwed up. You can feel hungry when you're not really hungry. You can feel tired when you're not really feeling tired. But I'm going to tell you something that really clicked with me, which makes me want to stay hydrated. And what does hydrated mean? It's usually you take your weight in pounds, and that's how many ounces a day you should be drinking. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should drink 150 ounces. I know we're talking ounces and everyone's looking at this. There might be other measurements of units, but also if you exercise or sweat, you need to add to that. So somebody taught me once, and this is one of the helpful tips I'm going to give you, is that if you're not drinking enough fluids or water, then your kidneys cannot function like they're supposed to. So guess what happens? Your liver takes over. Now your liver is for fat burning. So those of you who want to shed a few pounds, the purpose of being healthy with this, whether you want to shed pounds or not, is give your kidneys a break. Give them the hydration they need to function, and then let the liver do the things that it's supposed to do. Because if you're not hydrated, the liver then takes over and it can't burn its fat and detox like it's supposed to. So some of the tips you can do is you can, you know, measure how much water you're going to drink. You can add different things to it, like lemon or lime. but take the rind off because that can make it very sour. I like to add cucumber. There's all different things you can do to drink because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to drink that much water. The other thing I hear from people that I've tried to help with their hydration is I have to go to the bathroom all the time. I don't want to drink that much. Where I work, I can't get up and go to the bathroom. Well, there's a couple tips for that too. Once you start drinking more water and you get yourself hydrated, that is like your body's learning curve and you will get over it. You won't have that sense of urgency to go. And the other thing is you can time it a little bit better. If you drink more water in the morning, at your lunchtime, or whatever. But you are going to feel a lot better. Your skin will be better. You're just going to feel better all around. So those are our hydration tips today, because we want all the founders around the globe to remain healthy, happy, because we are representing this wonderful company and we're going to be the spokespeople out there, and we want to live the best life we can live. So this is just a very small tip for you. Drink your water. You're going to be glad. Do yourself a favor and drink your water. Julie, I don't know if you have any tips about hydration.
Absolutely. I love what you brought up today, Susie. And I think hydration is very important for all of us, right? We hydrate our skin using product, using lotions. What if you can hydrate yourself by drinking water, by drinking as much liquid as you can? Now, here's a tip. You actually, if you don't want to drink enough water, you can eat an apple or two, especially for the singers out there. You want to have your vocal cord moist, hydrated. You are going to be going out and singing the next day. Apples will help you moist your vocal cord. That's something that
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's something that I learned when we did some voice when I was in the choir. We did some singing. We had some recording the next day. The coach just said, eat some apples. That would actually keep a lot of moist your throat, right? Your vocal cord. This is the third thing. This is from me, my own experience. I wake up every morning. The first thing that I drink, it's warm water and lemon slides, right? I do that every morning. I don't miss that. If I'm running out of lemon, I drink warm water. And then I do that about 2 cups. And then throughout the day, if I want to drink cold water, room temperature water, it works. But best water, it's room temperature. Sometimes room temperature water or warm water doesn't taste very nice. I have cold waters right now because it's pretty hot. I was outside. That is something that I would recommend everyone to do. Another thing is, before you go to bed, get yourself a warm water cup. Sit by your bed and drink a few sips of it. Or even if you drink the whole half cup or the whole cup, that's what I do. Every time before I go to bed, I take a cup of warm water with me and I drink a whole lot of it. Now, I'm going to let you know that because when we are sleeping, our organs, our main organs still function, our kidneys, everything still functions. You need to keep it hydrated. And the next morning, if I miss that cup of water at night, I'm going to say this, when you wake up in the morning, you use the restroom, your pee, your urine, usually it's different color. But if you do that at night, you hydrate yourself before you go to bed, your urine the next day, it'll be clear, it'll be more healthier color of urine. So that's my own experience. So
great tip. That is an excellent tip. Yes, we're talking about hydration and we're talking about urine. Now, I will give another tip that is very helpful next time, so stay tuned. Okay, I've got a really powerful one about when you're drinking water and about urine. So we'll talk about that later. Okay, so we're going to end the spotlight like we always do with my favorite F word, F-U-N fun. So Nagma, you are in the hot seat. Are you ready?
Oh, yes, I am.
You're ready. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be a little easy on you tonight. Okay. I'm not going to throw too much at you. Okay. Because I love you. Okay. Not that I haven't loved the other people, but it's 5:30, 6 o'clock. We're going to be nice to you. Okay. So what I'm going to say is, what would you rather? Okay. And I give you two choices. And you have to choose one and you have to tell us why. And then Julie and I we'll answer ours too. Okay. You ready?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
This is a cream puff here. What would you rather? Would you rather own a bakery or would you rather own a bookstore, and why?
On a bookstore, because I love reading books also, and there there I got the opportunity to read new books every day.
All right. So you would pick a bookstore. Julie, how about you?
You know, I have two daughters. One love book. She's a bookworm. So I would do the book. The other one also loved book, but she loves to eat. So it's a very hard question for me.
Oh, you got to choose one, Julie. Come on.
As for me, if it was for me, I own the bakery because I love to eat pastry.
Wow.
So I gotta think about three of us. You know.
Okay. Well, I would do the bookstore because I know with the pastries, I'm not a big pastry eater, even though I love them, but I do love books, and which I know you do too, Julie. So Nagma, I would say the same thing. I would love them. I would love doing the bookstore. And you know what we could do? We could do a bookstore with a little bakery in the back. Now, wouldn't
That's
that
right.
Okay. So you could start off with the bookstore and you could choose that and then add the bakery afterwards.
Julie can run the little bakery in the back. And then
There
I'll
you
take
go.
both of your brain and then
There
apply it.
There you go. Well, you've been lovely to have on Spotlight. We're so appreciative that you got up this early and that you gave us our time, and founders around the globe. If you're watching this, go down in the comments. What would you choose? Would you choose the bakery or the bookstore? Go ahead, and why would you choose either, and have a little fun with it. So thank you so much for being with us. Julie, if you want to wrap things up, that would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nagma, so much for being here with us. Thank you, all our friends and families who are watching right now on YouTube. We appreciate your time. Both Susie and I love doing On Passive Spotlight. And you know, today it's all about hydration. Hydrate yourself. We all sitting webinar. We all do things together. Grab an apple with you, or a cup of cool water or warm water, whatever you prefer. But warm water, I believe it's better for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching On Passive Spotlight. As always, please take care of yourself and take care of others. Good night from Orange County, California. Love you all.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Nagma.
Thank you so much, Nagma, and thank you, Susie, for doing this with me.
Of course.